All right, here we are, part two again. Now let's see if we can get Lee on. Skype says it's calling. There he is. There's the man. Lee?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought it hung up. Yeah, I was just going on my little rant about the president. Hopefully, he'll stay in the office these next 4 years and not go on talk shows and all that stuff.
We'll see.
But yeah, I was watching TV today, and every news station had the coverage of the inauguration, but it wasn't about him and what he's going to do. It was about Michelle Obama's hair.
Yeah, her beautiful bangs.
Yeah, and I understand why the rest of the world hates us. We're supposed to be focused on something so important as who our president's going to be and what he's going to do, and we're worried about the bangs of his wife.
Well,
It's
there you go. I mean, that's you can look. You can thank all the people who were responsible for advertising it and talking about that in the first place. Because you're right. I mean, there's more important things to worry about than what dress she wears and what hairstyle she has. Because nobody gives a fuck about trends.
yeah,
People give a fuck about the fact that are you going to be able to work tomorrow? Are you going to be able to put food on the table?
right.
Are we going to get shot by some random ass jerk off who can't control himself because he wasn't hugged enough as a kid?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, I'm becoming more and more desensitized to a lot of that stuff, and focus because it's more important to focus on what's in front of you than what is not even there. Like nothing against him or his wife or anything like that. It's just a lot of people who went to the inauguration. Like every time they were interviewed, I kept hearing the same exact thing over and over again. And I was like, these fuckers don't give a shit about the president. They're looking at it from the historical standpoint of it's a minority president, it's a black president. Like you're still on that racist shit.
Yeah.
Like get the fuck over yourself. Like it's a president. Because
Right.
next when he's out and they get a new person in, well, what if we get an Asian person in there or a female person in there? Are they going to get just as fucking crazy about it?
Right.
Like, it's
Yeah.
cool, don't get me wrong, but that shouldn't be the focal point of why you should care.
The whole novelty of our first black president, it only lasted maybe like 2 or 3 months when it was interesting, and then after that it was like, okay, let the guy do his job now.
Yeah. And again, I mean, and the fact that some people are still, on that particular note where they feel as though they have to kind of bring that up and pull that card, it's like, look, it's 2012, not 1890, not 18 fucking oh 01. Like,
I know it's just in Django we're talking about.
yeah, and even then, it's like even I never understood the concept of any of that shit in the first place. Like, but it is what it is, and it sucks. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sucks really bad. But my attitude, I was taught like this: until that shit's brought to your fucking doorstep or into your personal space, don't concern yourself with it.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. I mean, if somebody really thinks they has the balls to approach you on the subject, then their balls end up in their mouth that
Right.
quickly.
Oh yeah, I agree with you 100%. But
But
I saw them dance at the I saw a clip of the inauguration, and they showed a clip of them dancing. I swear to God, it couldn't been. I'd never seen a less romantic dance in my life between two people. I don't think they're having sex anymore.
oh my god,
It was just like they were going through the motions. Like, okay, it's a celebration. We have to dance now, so let's just get it over with.
yeah, it's like when you go to a wedding and you got to cut the cake in front of everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't want to do it. I just want to go home and watch Sports Center.
I didn't see a boner or a chub in his pants, nothing.
Hey, who knows? I personally try to keep my mind off that one.
Well, I didn't see any presidential penis getting hard.
Well, I don't know, man. He probably wears briefs.
I guess.
Those fuckers hold down the manhood in the fort, man, because
What do you think he is? Do you think Obama wears boxers or briefs or just goes commando?
I think he's probably a boxer dude. You know,
Do you think he
definitely.
has like special president boxers? With like
Yes,
the
yes.
the the,
I
the,
think all
the U.S.
presidents have
seal
weird
on
shit
them and
like that.
stuff.
Yeah, I think they do. I think our presidents have weird little quirks, like their suits are layered or tailored in some weird way with some some type of unique stitching, or um, it's tailored in a way where only the president can get it made that way, where his name secretly stitched in his clothes somewhere, like in the back. Like, like when you're a kid and you put your name on your lunch pail, nobody tries to boost it from you.
Yeah, or your mom sews your name in your underwear.
Yeah, similar to that same thing. He
So
probably has a pair.
you
He
think they
probably
have
has a
like
pair of fucking boxes that says Obama in the back.
you think he's got like like a maid, like a special maid for his underwear that sews in Mr. President,
Probably,
the
probably.
presidential underwear.
Dude, I mean, for fuck's sake, you have your own like special bathroom. Like your wife can't even fucking use it.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. Like you don't have to share the bathroom with her. That's like the best thing ever.
I would love to
Yeah,
walk through the White House, just like see all like the secret passages and whatnot.
you don't have to fucking like. I mean, I'm sure. I think probably living at the crib would be all. I think after a while though, like if you had the ability to stay there for like a week, you'll be bored within the first fucking hour.
Yeah.
Because it's like because there's only but so much you can do in that house.
Yeah, and I mean you can't run around and play and all that stuff because it's the president's house. You got to keep it all like a museum.
Yeah, and there's probably historical shit in there too. So it's like stuff you can't like ever get ever again. Like you can't knock over like a picture of like Marilyn Monroe that was taken by an actual photographer.
Oh yeah, you do
You
that.
can't like you can't like jizz on it and walk away. Like, hey, I just nutted on her
they're
face.
throwing you out Guantanamo Bay if you do that.
Yeah, like, but what? You can always get another picture from her maid, and it's like, but you know who's probably got the best job ever in the whole entire house? Honestly,
Who's that?
the photographer.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like whenever they call it whoever the private photographer is for the president has got to have the best job ever because their job's just to take pictures and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, you don't have to like watch the kids or make food. You just gotta be in certain places as requested, snap some photos, get some verification, get the hell out of there, and go about your business and get paid.
What do you think the chances are of Obama having a penis piercing like you?
It's very, very slim. Lawyers don't pierce their fucking junk.
Is he a lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his profession outside of being a Congress is he went to Harvard for law.
So before he got into office as president, was he like a multimillionaire already?
No, he wasn't really like rich. He was. I mean, he was.
He was
I
just
mean,
comfortable.
he was comfortable. If he never really took on the position of president, he could have been fine just staying in the position he was at. But I think the reason why he probably took it so seriously is because he probably really honestly felt like fuck it, like now would be the best time to go ahead and do it. Because I mean, I think everybody was up in arms with the way shit was going, and it seemed like he seemed like the only one that really seemed to give a shit, or at least portray the idea that he gave a shit. And everybody's like, well, technically nobody's talking about this, so he must be the right guy for the job. It's like it's like making those really quirky ass products. You don't really need them, but they seem nifty at the moment, so you just go and buy one anyway.
Yeah.
Same concept, he was really about time, and he's really because remember he's a lawyer, so obviously when it comes to wordplay and speeches, he probably has that bitch down to a strategic way of saying things. He's very very selective about how he approaches things,
Wouldn't it
but
have
he
been
does
great?
it, huh?
Would it have been great to be at his law office the day he stopped being a lawyer to be president? I mean, he probably went to every office, all his bosses and everything, and ladies, gentlemen, go fuck yourselves. I'm going to become president now.
Yeah, y'all can eat a dick, and that'll be it.
And you can't say anything back to me because I'm your president.
Yep. So if anybody has a problem with it, you can eat a dick. Let's go, Michelle.
Yeah, really. Get the kids. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's take fucking Air Force One, bitches.
See, you sound like him. You got to work on your impression because we can do some nice stuff with that. Make some nice phone calls.
Nah. Dude, I am the worst. Because I can't do Craig phone calls. I'm so bad at it. I always fucking fuck it up. I'm usually the one who, like, let someone else do it.
I have an app in my phone that when you call somebody, you can make your number any number you want.
Yeah, but
So
there's a way to track that now.
Oh, is it? Well, if you play on stupid people, like in
Oh,
where
well,
I
yeah,
come
yeah,
from.
obviously. But see, most people, well, that's true. If there's always that one person who just doesn't get phone calls ever, and like, oh, a new number. I wonder who it is. Maybe it's that girl that I got a number from. This is her like other number that she told me that she can give away because her boyfriend doesn't want to find out.
Well, I think we
One of
should
those
do
type
it.
of fucking numbers.
One night. Well, what I want to do is I want to hopefully like you'll work on your impression, but if not, if you don't want to, it's okay. But I want to like play games with strangers. So like I just want to like call just call random numbers. Like just close my eyes and dial 10 numbers and see what comes up, and then just play around with them.
I think you'll be better at that than I would. I'll be honest with you, stripping down. I'm horrible at that, so I'll leave that part of it to you.
Well,
Because
what I used to do back in the day is I would call strangers and play my Oprah game.
play your what game?
Oprah.
How would that? Give me a rundown how that works.
All right, let me think of something.
Like you would impersonate her, or just like ask weird questions, or
No, it's a game, but it's more of kind of like a betting game. Like I would say, all right, let's play the Oprah game, and I dial random numbers. I'm gonna say, okay, now the choices are one of the choices always has to be they're going to hang up. They might not even answer; they're just going to hang up. But that's one choice. The other choice, I would say, what would you rather be? Oprah's underwear as she's walking in the desert, or Kim Kardashian's toilet paper? And what you do is you call up a stranger, and as soon as they say hello, you got to make sure that they sound like they're more than 18 or older than 18. But you call up and you ask that question. So they
and see
go,
how far you can take it.
yeah, just they pick up and say hello and say, hi, how you doing? What would you rather be? And then you just go into it.
Yeah, that's something that you would probably have to do better than me because I would fuck that up. I would start laughing before I can even get the word out.
I mean, I'll do it, but I mean, if would you have a problem being on the show while I'm doing it?
No, I'll just be I'll be quiet. I'll just loud. I would act like a listener at that point.
Yeah, you could just listen, but it would be like, okay, I'm gonna call this person up. What do you think they're gonna say of these two choices? And then you have your answer, I have my answer. We make like a little bet or something, not like a real bet like with money or anything like that, but
Right,
oh, I bet
friendly
you they're
bet.
gonna, yeah, and
No,
then
no, that's cool. I mean, I really was hoping to. I was really hoping that you would actually be able to contact
Heather.
that psychic thing. You said you made contact them before, right?
It
The
wasn't
Tom.
that one. One I did years ago was a gay psychic.
That should have been. I wonder how that went.
There's
I
it's
can only imagine how like hello.
there's an actual clip on the website of me calling him, and he says that late at night he likes to stand outside naked and howl at the moon.
Wow.
I don't know why, I forget, but yeah, it's so. But he never actually like read my horoscope or anything like that. I forget what happened, but I would like to
That's not.
try it.
That's not much of a psychic. You're supposed to have some fun with it. He's probably like, oh man, I can only imagine how that went down.
Yeah,
He's like, you do not strike me as a fabulous individual.
yeah. But no, I always wanted to try a psychic just to see what they say.
I don't know, man. I hear people all the time because it's funny. Even before you brought it up, there were some people that said they tried it and those are mixed reviews. Like some people said it was interesting.
Yeah,
Not one person actually said that what they were told was like spot on accurate,
right.
but most of the people said they were relatively okay with what they heard. They weren't swayed either way though. They were like, I wasn't surprised what I heard, but I wasn't like shocked either. It wasn't some shit where like they were talking about like somebody who maybe passed away, say 20, 15, 20 years ago. They knew every waking moment and everything about them. Now that would have floored them. But it was more like relevant things that you obviously most likely were probably going through. Like they asked you really basic questions that you almost couldn't help but say yeah or how did you know type of response.
Yeah, like you said last time we talked about this, you said, oh, they're probably going to say, do you know anybody that died in the last 5 years? Of course you're going to say yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those open-ended questions where you have to respond with a very close to yes answer.
Yeah, I heard the majority of the people I heard are kind of like neutral about it, but then there were a couple people that said that the psychic was dead on. So
I personally don't want to know what my fate is on that level.
I just want to know if I'm going to win the lottery. That's all I care about.
That's almost like asking if they know when the world's going to end. No,
Yeah.
I don't know if they. I mean, hey, look, you can't kill the ask. I'm just afraid that if you know, if you really fucked up though, if like you do call, you ask them and they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna win the upcoming Powerball, and you play the numbers and you don't win, you're like, fuck this shit, and then a week later somebody runs your numbers and they win.
Oh, I'd hang myself.
Because that's what happens. Like like that's it's not even a fear. I just got so hooked to the idea of playing one series of numbers. And the reason why I play the numbers I play is because it literally was the same numbers that were drawn by mistake in one night. Actually, not really one night. I shouldn't really say that. But the night that my older sister passed away, I was actually in the hospital.
Hmm.
And I was going to get a tattoo actually with a series of numbers that were relevant to that date.
Yeah.
So I wrote exactly all the numbers in sequence, exact same way, on paper. And I was like, okay, I need to figure out how I'm gonna get a tattoo about this. And as I'm going home, I'm going through my wallet and shit. I forgot that I had a Powerball ticket in there.
Uh-oh.
And I pull out the Powerball ticket and I look at the fucking numbers and I'm like, what the fuck? And the numbers, the same exact numbers in the same exact sequential order, like from lowest to highest, are on this ticket. And this was a quick pick number.
Okay.
So, and they say, and statistically, most people who win Powerballs are usually all quick picks. They're never really like an actual number that somebody just picked randomly.
Yeah, that's what I heard
So
too.
I was like, this is definitely, like, and it literally was the same night that, unfortunately she passed. So ever since then, I was like, I'm just going to rock out this number. And that was it. And so ever since then, I just play that number.
How often do you play it? Like every week?
I play it for the month, each month. I play it for the full entire month.
What,
So,
like,
I mean,
well,
so
there's,
it's twice a week.
oh, okay, yeah, for the
So
whole month.
it's $2. Was it $2? Yeah, $2 to play.
Yeah.
So you times that by how many times, twice times how many times it's in a month, and then that's what I play for each month.
One, two, so 8 times.
Yeah, it's either 8 or 10 times in a month. So you times that by two. That's how much I play every month.
But wait, so then, well, what happens? So what you're saying is every game you play those numbers.
Yeah, if it doesn't hit one night, then if it doesn't hit on those numbers, then or even if like somebody gets the grand prize, like, it still runs regardless. So that's my go-to, and plus the fact that I'm not physically picking the numbers, like I am, but I'm not,
Yeah.
because they were quick pick numbers to begin with.
Right.
There's a more likelihood. I wouldn't say likelihood, but there's a better shot, I should say, of it getting hit versus me physically picking the numbers, because they
Yeah.
were picked by the system, not by me.
Right.
It just so happened that the same night I wrote the numbers down on paper for the tattoo I was going to get, just so happened to be the same exact numbers that were on that paper the same night.
Wow.
So that's the only thing I've ever in my whole entire life, because I'm not one for really believing in signs. I mean, coincidences and karma and shit, yes, but this was like as close to like a real life, this has got to be a sign type of thing. And I
Yeah.
really did it more out of respect, because I always said that if I was to win the lottery, that in this order is how it would go. I would pay off any bills that I had, which aren't much of any now.
Hmm.
I just finished paying for school. The next thing was to set my family up, all of them, financially. I'll give a great deal of that money probably to fuck away, because I can't take with me,
Hmm.
and I wouldn't dare invest it.
Right.
And I would open up the business I always wanted to do, and then eventually sell it and write out my will, and that's it.
What's the
And
minimum? What's the minimum amount of millions that you'd have to do, that you have to win to do all this?
I could take 40 and still rock out.
Okay, yeah, but that's how much you win if you get the ticket. But remember, you're going to take the cash, so now you got to bring down 20. It comes down to 20 million, and then you have to take about a third out for taxes. So you're looking at about 12 million, or no, maybe about like 14 million in your pocket.
That's still more than enough. Because think about it. If you made 500, if you made 100 grand a year,
Yeah,
it would take you 10 years to accumulate just 1 mil.
that's true. Yeah.
So $14 million for a person who makes less than 50 grand a year is a big deal.
But it's 14 million enough for you to do everything that you want to do, not just live for yourself, but take care of your family, this and that.
Yeah, I think it is because, like I said, I was never like when you're young. I guess your attitude on what you think's important versus a need versus a necessity, it
Yeah.
kind of comes into more perspective. I think once you get older,
Yeah. Oh,
and
of
you're always
course.
consistently reminded just how selfish some people are when you see them with their kids or with some girl with her boyfriend or her boyfriend with some girl who's like he's throwing all his money towards his fucking girl or whatever the case may be. And you think like, really, like, why did you buy her a car? She can barely drive the fucking thing. Like,
Yeah.
but and it's and you so. I mean, again, it's not your place to judge or even assume anything because you don't know the situation that's going on. So for me, $14 million, if that was the minimum that I had to work with, like I said, 2 million is enough for me to be situated for life. 3 million would go, just 3 million alone on top of the 2 million would go into the business that I want to open up. Another, just in that first year alone, I would cap that by 6 mil easily, just in a market share.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would break a part of that. I would break maybe part of like maybe I give about a 2 million or 3 million, probably 2 million a piece directly to my direct family, which
Yeah.
aren't a lot of members. It's
Right.
only 3 people directly.
Yeah. Same here.
And my friend, and there's like maybe 2 or 3 people like my like that are like my friend, like my close friends. I would give a million to,
Well,
like
this is
just here, take it.
well, this is what you do. Do what I would do if I won the lottery. Go to your whoever you're going to give it to, besides outside of your family, like your friends or whatever. Go to them first and say, hey, just hypothetically speaking, if you won the lottery, would it affect my life? Would you give me a piece or whatever, or it just wouldn't affect me at all? Whatever answer they say, then that's what you do back to them.
Well, my friends already confirmed that to me already. That's why
Oh,
that's why I
okay.
said my list went from 10 to 3.
Yeah.
So trust me, I thought about that. This because and again, there's of the 3 people that I know I would give at least $1 million to easily. I know they would do right with the money. They wouldn't do something stupid with it.
Right.
Like I know one of them. I know one for sure would definitely take a good deal of that money to help her mom out
Yeah.
because she's not doing so well, and she'll obviously take care of her family with her kids. And then the other one would just do what she always wanted to do, which is just travel. And and she still would have a great money left over, and then she'll just do what she always wanted to do, which is run her own firm. So I mean, I pretty much have it worked out to it, not to a T, but I have an idea what I would do with the money. But if I only won the $14 million to keep versus say the fucking $90 million that's up for grabs now, I don't know. Like I said, and even if I won the biggest possible jackpot, I still would give a good deal of that money away. I really would. I wouldn't even write it off. I'll just literally give it away. I would
Yeah.
probably put some of that shit towards our fucked up economy just to prove a point.
Yeah.
Or,
Well,
or I would keep it. I would keep it within the area I live in, just to give back to the area to establish it. I don't know. I would do something collective and constructive with the money. I wouldn't go out and buy some fucking big ass 12, 20 million, 20 bedroom mansion, some goddamn where. I would buy a nice little crib. I would stay within my means. The only thing I would have that's really seriously lavish like that, honestly, would probably be my watches and maybe a few cars.
hmm
That's it.
yeah, I could see that.
You know. Plus, I wouldn't have time for a girlfriend, so that's out the fucking question.
Are you gonna
So
get
I
hookers?
don't have to worry about that.
Would you get hookers? Like high end
No,
hookers?
dude, I don't pay bitches now, so why would I pay to fuck them? That's like going on a dating site for no reason. You get to pay to like no.
Yeah.
Because let's face facts. If a girl's gonna approach me on the premise of the money thing, then I'm gonna treat her like she treats me. If she's gonna go after me for the money, I'm going out there for the ass. And I guarantee you, I'm gonna fuck her before she takes my money.
Yeah, but well, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Because think about it. In all actuality, I don't have to give her shit. She can be under there because it's her fucking fault if she assumes that if she lets me fuck, then I'm gonna give her like my black card and say, go knock yourself out. No, you're a dumbass bitch for assuming the fact that if you give me some ass, you're gonna get money. It's your dumbass fault that you thought that would work.
That's the best. Talking to you about chicks is the best because you get so worked up.
Cause I think some girls are just fucking stupid. That's all. Not
Yeah.
all not all women. Just like 80% of them.
Yeah, I agree with you. Most
I mean,
women
there's some
are
smart girls out there. I respect them, but since I don't meet them that often, I mean I can't validate for all of them. So,
yeah.
but anyways,
I don't know, but for me to live comfortably on lottery winnings, just for me alone, I need 30 million.
30 million.
Yeah, because what I would do is you figure, just in case I live to be about 100, you factor in a budget. This is so much money a year, so much money a month to spread it out to like say if I do live to be 100. So I stay within that budget. And what I would do is with the bulk of the money, like if it comes out to like, 5 grand a month, 10 grand a month, whatever, for the 30 million until I'm 100, that's what I would live on each month. No exceptions. Don't take any more out than that budget. And the bulk of the money, like the millions that I'm picking from, I would just have it buried in the ground somewhere. I wouldn't invest it or anything like that. But anything above 30 million, then yeah, I take care of a few family members. I give a huge donation to whatever the biggest animal charity there is. The hell with people. I could care less about people. I love animals. So
You're one of those.
yeah, I like animals more than I like people. Except for my girlfriend. That's about it.
Oh yes, I've got about her.
So
She's an exception to the rule.
she's an exception to every rule. So, but yeah, I'm talking millions. Like say if I had $200 million, I'd give about 150 to whatever animal charity there is.
Dude, you should just give it to the AC. You should just give it to the AACP, and I mean, and what is it, the ASACP or whatever it is.
Well,
Uh, is it the?
whatever the biggest one is, where they don't kill the animals if like no one takes them.
Yeah, that's true. That's that would be a lot of research on your part, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because for me, it'll probably be like a one for horses and dogs. I don't know, just a couple. Because I like animals too, but I'll have to do my research on that one.
Well, I mean, if there's like any kind of rescue shelter that doesn't do euthanasia, but they bring in all animals, horses, crocodiles, whatever, they get all the money, and it's like do whatever you need to do, put on like an addition, buy all the food, whatever you need to do. Here's the check. Because I don't know, it's just like when I see animal attacks on TV and stuff, I just think, well, if the person's stupid enough to go into the woods knowing there's a bear in there, then that's the guy's fault.
True,
It's
true.
there's a bear in. Why are you gonna jump?
Well,
Are you gonna put a shark in your swimming pool and then jump in the pool and blame it on the shark?
well, look, there was one fundamental rule I learned living out in the wilderness. Whenever you think you're stalking something, it's always the other way around.
Yeah,
So, because you think you can be in the field, you think you can be in the fucking, you can't be in fucking Seattle, Washington, and assume that there are no gray wolves stalking you. They are always watching your ass.
true.
So, so respect the animals and they'll respect you to a degree.
Exactly. So, but running out of time again. We didn't get to finish the audio clip. We're gonna have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll make sure that when you do it, well, I'll just hush up and let you run it through.
All right. Yeah, I'll get to it first thing tomorrow.
Cool, cool.
So, all right. Well, that's the show. Are you gonna be on tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be on a little. I'll be on, but not right sharp 8 o'clock, like 8:15 ish.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Whatever you gotta do.
Cool.
All right. Then I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
All right, man.
All right.
Stay warm. It's gonna be 18 degrees tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, man. Later.
All right. Later. Okay. Leah's off Skype, but now it's only voluntary. So that is the show. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us, and come back because, well, we need the ratings. Because ratings equal sponsors, and sponsors equal money. Bye bye.